How are we doing, y'all? Okay, let me fix this. First things previously on KIMBA TV. Okay, a failed Head and Shoulders on altcoins is literally one of the easiest things to play during altcoin season. Did you know that? So it's not just DOT. I've drawn this on pretty much every fucking Head and Shoulders, but this is obviously on the 1 hour, but on the higher time frame, we're always gonna be looking for a like a fake, like a, oh, it's Head and Shoulders. Oh, fuck. Do Kong, what's going on? 15-second alpha TA. We're gonna see if the pullback results in a bounce. Yes. So we'll see if like we can get a little bit of bounce. Soul is already kind of doing it. So shout outs to everybody that was here for this. Easy money. Checkster, thank you for the resub. Wait, let me read all these questions real quick. KIMBA, what's going on? Yeah, what's going on? Minami says, do you drink supplements or some vitamins, Kimba? Absolutely. I spend a lot of money on special vitamins. But yes, you should. How does you know that we should long the pullback? Data. Yeah, I think that's pretty straightforward. So, yeah, but we'll see. I mean, the pre-market data says that, we should be looking for longs on pullbacks, but the easiest thing to do would be what? Wait for the first 30-minute candle reaction. If it really is bullish, it's going to close the gap, right? JV says, my soul long was very close to getting stopped out, but I added as we talked about. Nice. Yeah, did you just get here? JV, I started like 20 minutes ago, but somebody was asking what the plan is, and obviously, like, we're bullish. So we'll see if the gap closes. If we don't get a bullish reaction at settlement, JV, then the soul long might not work out. So we got to get above settlement, and we basically need to make our way towards that yellow line again, right? So you were here the whole time? Nice. Yeah. Okay, cool. So yeah, what do you think, Jay? What do you think about this whole week? You doing all right? You making progress? You feel like you're getting better? And, just keep doing your best, JV. I'm proud of you, big dog. Yeah, but JV though, JV, are you starting to feel like, bro, how the fuck is Soul so fucking easy? I just feel like Soul has done exactly, like once in a blue moon, it'll go lower than what we want. You know what I mean? Like it went a little bit lower than, there's no such thing as what I wanted, but I just kept adding. But you just said this, pop, this, and then you're telling me that we're gonna do this, like, what the fuck? Yeah, so I don't think it's really that difficult, to be honest. So I hope it works out for you, JV. All right, and this has to go. This has to go. We'll see. So this is kind of like the settlement of Bitcoin. S&P has to get above here. Bitcoin has to get above settlement. If either one of them cannot, it will be bearish. So first things first, we'll take a look at these gaps and see how they react. All right. Let me know if you have any questions, JV. Right now, you know what it is. We're going to watch the first two 30-minute candle closes. So, all right. XLR. Quit motherfucking playing with me, XLR. Croissant, ratatouille. Woo-wee. Easter Dam says it will work out. Math is always going to work out. Easter Dam says soul too strong. You don't have to tell me that soul is strong. I knew that shit 6 months ago. Well, no, I didn't know it. Otherwise, I would have fucking kept the 95 long, right? All right. All right, we'll go with volume today. We'll go level by level. We got 20 minutes on the first 30-minute candle close. Happy Thursday, Lions! Lions, it's too motherfucking easy. Let me know if you have any questions. Everything has been talked about. We even set alerts for some altcoins. Remember, y'all, every day you have a chance to prove it to yourself if you know what you're doing. If you know you can teach yourself something. If you know you can get better. All right, so lock in. Let's embrace the challenges that the day brings upon us. And let's fucking kill it. Y'all ready, Lions? Lock in with me now. Y'all ready? Stop the music. ETN is asking, what's the ideal TP for swing Solana? I got mine at 195. No, it should go higher, like 230. Yeah, but ETN, I'm swinging for home runs, my boy. So, yeah, I'll probably keep mine open all the way to like 450, but yeah, I already shaved at the previous high for 5%. So I'm not gonna shave at 195 or 230, but all right. But ETN, do what you want to do. You know, imagine, you know, doing 6 days worth of hard TA and then you ask me what I think is the good TP, and in 30 seconds you throw your whole entire hard work away. Trust your preparation, ETN. There is no such thing as right or wrong. If you don't end up shaving at 195 and you round trip it, like nobody's gonna fucking yell at you. It'll be an opportunity for you to learn. So put, you know, ETN, what are some of the things that you've learned the last couple of days? Volume levels, right? VWAP, you know, S&P Confluence, Bitcoin. Like, where do you think Bitcoin's gonna go? And when Bitcoin is at that number, what do you think Sol is gonna be at? So keep going, ETN. You're doing great. I love that you were able to come up with your own number, but keep applying, keep applying. All right, brother. So you use that opportunity to see if you know what the fuck you're doing, ETN. Yeah, but I love that you came up with 195 on your own. You didn't just ask me. And so I want to help you. In my opinion, if I were you, not financial advice, I would be looking around somewhere between the 215 to 230 zone. All right, but the way that I'm doing it, ETN, I've been doing the same exact thing for the last 8-9 months, bro. I'm anticipating rate cuts. I'm anticipating altcoin season, and I'm trying to get into altcoin longs so I can ride that bitch for the next couple months. Sounds good? All right, I love you guys, man. The data is the data and the math is the math, y'all. All right, we juicing like a motherfucker, boy. Akacha! All right, any other questions? You guys okay? All right, anyways, you guys okay? I love y'all, Lions. All right, how we doing on settlement? Are we there yet? Almost. You guys okay? Let me know if you guys have any questions. What about Sol? What do you mean? Did you take it? What do you mean, bro? What do you want to know? ETH? They're all fine, dog. I don't know what to tell you, my guy. I have been trying to help y'all the last couple days. You just need to make sure you're not chasing this shit, and you gotta anticipate, brother. Yeah, you can't be the guy showing up talking about, should I long Sol? Yes, you should have taken the value area low bullish retest. What are we doing? So if you're still not in a so long, I guess I can try to look for another thing for you, but like we're starting to run out of space here. Mo Boy says I took it with your giveaway juice. Nice, Mo Boy. That's what I'm trying to fucking do, Mo Boy. You know what I mean? I'm trying to give y'all as much as I can. Obviously, I'm not going to be able to predict the future. You know what I mean? But like, give away as much money as I can in the best, most opportunistic time, right? Before our first rate cut. And see if we can get a little lucky, right, Mo Boy? Congratulations, brother. Let's go. Yeah, I mean, I'm going to try to give away $12,000 today. That's $12,000 that should be juiced and spread out amongst all you guys. Amir, what's going on, big dog? Sorry for being late. Have you talked about more about potential VWAP short? Yeah, basically. First things first, brother. Can we see the reaction here? Can I see the reaction here? Can I see the reaction here? I don't know. Okay? Like, yes. If it does like a did it, then yeah, I'm ready to short. Yes, but I have a giant long. Wait, did you say dong? Baratija. I think a long. Somebody brought it up like a couple months ago. Was that you? Somebody brought that up a while ago, Baratija. But no, not really. Yeah, I think it was you, bro. Huh? You love that shit, huh? Adam says no long or short until settlement reaction. I don't know if you were here, Adam, but this is the long. If you rewind to the very beginning of the stream, when we were right here, I said we're longing any pullbacks. So, yeah. If you want to short, this is an area that I'm thinking about hedge shorting. All right. I have a really big long, and I've been holding it for quite some time. I added another 1.5 million right here. So nothing has changed. I need to figure out if my long is wrong. I don't know if my long is going to work out. The levels are nice. I like the structure. I would love to be able to make another all-time high. I think I have like a slightly lower than 50-50 chance right now. If I had to say like what the chances are that I can get up here, I would say like 48%, 49%. That extra edge is all coming down to this right here. If we are support, I think we could actually go to like 66, because then I would be looking at the whole extension of this move. You know, like I would be thinking somewhere here. But that is all contingent on the VWAP. And this, you know, I still don't know if we're going to do like something like this. I can't look at the 0 day for tomorrow, right? It's kind of hard to see the 0 day for tomorrow because people haven't really placed their bets yet. I could see the data for today. So for today, I knew that any sort of movement like this, you want to try to fade it. And then we're basically coming into resistance. I mean, this whole thing is resistance. You know, VWAP, right? So got to get above that bitch. And then we got to get above here. And again, this VWAP is whatever, but this is the anchored from the top. So this is the one that it has to turn into support. All right. But yeah, I think I've been talking about this for quite some time with you guys. Yeah, so any alpha juice on super, I can take a look at super, but no diabito. I don't think you understand, dude. This right here, like you need to be paying attention to this. This is a really, like, this is important. Like, fuck the TA on super, bro. This will tell you what super is gonna do. How about that? Watch the reaction here, and reaction here. I don't think you understand that, like, I wanted to long this, remember? I needed to add, right? We're adding, and like, I'm kind of like a little overcommitted on this S&P long. So, dude, fuck your altcoin, bro. I'm kind of I need to see what the follow through is here today. Because if at least today the data looks good, right? So I knew there was going to be a little bit of a pop today. So, but I don't know where it's going to go, how strong it is. So, yeah, I need to see, like, I might need to close this long. So I'm going to probably stare at this shit for a little bit. Is that all right? No diabito. Unforgiven says, I admire your patience. You get used to it. Mark. What's going on, Mark? We can kind of see from really, really far away, there's a crazy water buffalo and zebra and gazelle migration headed our way. Like we can feel it on the ground vibrations. We can smell it in the air. We can tell because the birds are kind of flying above us, which means that there's other animals coming our way. Yeah, Alistair says market is boring. Well, I'm glad that it's boring for you. That's good. That means that you're not getting got. Yeah, I wish it was just moving a little bit faster. I'm still going to look to see if we can get a little bit of volatility during power hour. I mean, I'm still fucking just, yeah. Yeah, I wish it's not, for me, it's not boring because I'm like, oh fuck, should I do my thing? Like, should I close my thing, you know? But it is pixel fucking, and it is, you know, mathematicas. So I just got to give it a little bit more time. I bet power hour, we see a little bit of volatility maybe. So stay tuned. Hang around, man. James Kirk says, Powell to speak at Jackson Hole. I know, but he's going to talk for 40 seconds, though. Bro, have you seen this bullshit? Like, remember, like, we did like a fucking 30-minute countdown. We had like a 30-minute countdown. And we were like, we thought it was New Year's. You would have thought we were fucking celebrating New Year's. And then we're like, all right, guys, everybody shut the fuck up. And then Jerome Powell comes on the mic and he's like, the Federal Reserve will remain neutral until we get more data. And then he just walked off stage. And we were like, oh, his mic is needs a new battery. And then everybody started clapping, and then the proctor person came on stage and was like, thank you, Chairman Powell, that was amazing. And we some of us hadn't even lit up the blunt. Some of us hadn't even lit up the blunt. We were like, wait, what? It was like it was such a fucking waste of our like anticipation. So I don't know. Hopefully he says more than the last couple of years, but every fucking time it's like 30 seconds. And sometimes they don't even like live stream it. Yeah. So you remember it though? We were like, what the fuck? So we'll see. We had FOMC minutes this week. That was kind of interesting. A little bit of a You guys have any questions? But yeah, that being said, it is a, I mean, if you're bored, then at least you're not getting got, you know? I've got like a pretty big position on S&P, so I'm just like, I'll tell you, it's not boring for me, I'll tell you that much. Easter Dams. How y'all doing though? Reptile, you good? Jesse Papink, you good? Myron, you good? Yeah, and I don't know how many of you guys were. Did anybody take the Ethan Soul? What? How? I mean, Doug. Lions. Lions. Blaze says, I took the Ethan dot. Nice. What did dot go to? Yeah, it's all the same, ain't it? Yeah. You know, and Lions, I don't care if you took the long or not, you know? Doesn't really matter. Who gives a fuck, you know? As long as you didn't like bottom short. But Lions, what do you think? What'd you guys think about all of that? Now, it's hands up if you didn't take it. That's totally fine. But besides from, like, I want the people that maybe didn't take it. Like, what were some of the things that made you not take it, aside from maybe lack of experience? Okay, no, actually, let me reword that. For the people that did take it, what do you think about the preparation? Let's start with Soul. What do you think about how many of y'all have been here the whole week? And any questions on for those of you that did take it, or maybe you're waiting for the failed auction, or you're gonna do the bullish retest of point of control, or there's so many ways to play it, or maybe you're gonna short the value area high. I don't know. Whatever you're gonna do you, boo boo. But you do need to get the fuck above value area low, don't you? And it would be classic to do some shit like this over the weekend. Let me guess. Let's go. Gonna get it up there. Any questions? Alistair says, listening to this masterpiece in the gym, Gucci. Hey, have a great workout, brother. Lander, you good? Shorting Trilogy, are you good? All right, any questions? All this is, you know, just preparation, meeting opportunity, Juicy Juice Productions. The math is the math. Alrighty, let's see. 53 minutes left. Jiminy Christmas. Lander says market makers don't want that big buy bit short from earlier juice. It's not big. Landers. It's 18 million aggregate. You know, whereas like you had like one, you know, like a candle with 33 mil. So yeah, and remember, look at aggregate data, right? So you have 18 million shorts, right? How many longs, and then how many on each exchange, right? Yeah, and I don't know what to tell you, but I think it's all up to S&P. If S&P is going to actually be able to turn, like, hold golden pocket after the 1.114, then everything that we talked about with ETH, right? People were asking, where can I get back in, Kimba? It's pixel perfect. Quit playing with me. Okay, we drew that a while ago for the last couple of days. And then Sol, we said that's the Gucci, and we've had that for a while. So it's, again, today, you had another opportunity to prove it to yourself. How well prepared are you? I said it a couple hours ago, kind of joking, but also half serious. Like, imagine if people were bearish today. You know, I tried to tell y'all, but what did I not start off the day saying we're looking to long every pullback? The math is the math. It's divs, it's open interest, it's structure. All right, and all I really need is S&P. I need to see what S&P wants to do here. So, and then obviously I'm thinking about shorting that, but I'm in some big ass longs, so I need to kind of make up my mind pretty soon here on what I want to do. Any questions? What do you think? Kachoy bobo ya, kachoy bobo ya, kachoy bobo ya, kachoy bobo ya. Any questions? Make sure you guys are caught up. Sounds good? All right, come on. We got to lock in. 50 more minutes. Should we let us up? Salakosti says, what about BTC plan? Well, I want you to rewind and get caught up because I'll tell you right now, but brother, we are 49 minutes away from market close and you're asking me about BTC plans? You could have just rewounded the stream like 6 hours ago. So the volume on BTC is ridiculously low. I think it's all about S&P Confluence. I don't have a Bitcoin play other than let's wait until Monday or Tuesday. It's the altcoins that we've been nerding out and setting alerts and, you know, basically. Do you know that we've been doing like a streamathon for the last 3 days? And I've been hanging out with you guys like 15, 16, 17 hours a day. Salakosti. Except the last 2 hours. Okay, gotcha. So Bitcoin, don't wait until Monday. Wait until Monday. The only longs really for today would be the altcoins because at least the invalidation is super clear, right? ETH has the same invalidation as the SOL. Yeah, and then make sure that you understand conceptually the session value area low, the session value area high, the fixed range volume profile, point of control, value area high, value area low. All right. And then you could even do something like this, but you know, I think it's a little bit better to just go off of volume. So you know that Fibonacci is my least favorite levels, right? So it's just pixel fucking right now. Yeah, but it's really just about being prepared. And having the levels and, you know, taking it level by level. And, you know, some people are going to be looking for this. You know, like, is this, you don't get bullish on the penetration. You get bullish on the, you know, some people are going to be looking to think about hedge shorting here. You know, some people are going to look for the long, like we drew it earlier. So for the failed auction, lots of opportunities. So yeah, for today, the last 2 hours, Salakosti is people got filled here and people got filled here. So, and the only issue that you have with ETH, for example, would be like maybe RTH didn't do it exactly the way you wanted. So you're always going to be like, dude, are we going to just leave it like that during RTH? Possible. But yeah, so Monday and Tuesday would be the best time to see. Like, for example, is Bitcoin going to go to 111? Probably at some point. What's ETH going to do? Is it going to grab that single print? You know, it's still not. Yeah. Does it need to do that right now? No. Could it clean all of this first? Yep. Yeah, so for Bitcoin today, you're going to have to wait until Monday or Tuesday. You're going to have to wait until Monday or Tuesday. Yeah, I mean, if you want, and do you have my template yet or not yet? Are you one of those people that are waiting? What is that? Is that a good low or a bad low? It's two ticks. So until this is your session value for today. So until you turn this into support, you're always going to have the chance to clean that. You know that? Let's say that it does leave it like that and it does something that it starts to do this. Then you're going to have a chance to go rotate. And then last but not least, you're still going to have point control and value area low. And again, this would still look eerily similar to something like this. And that's what I mean by I need to see this. What the fuck are we doing here? And I don't know if that's today. I don't know if it's tomorrow. So if you were looking for like an ETH long or a SOL long, you had the chance to take it today. Your stop loss is in profit, break even. You can't lose. I miss Sol was going to attend that level. Yeah, it's all good. So you're gonna have a lot. Okay. Salakosti, what you missed, okay, was something like this. We don't get bullish on penetration. We get bullish on retest. So something like this wouldn't surprise me. And then we drew this. So, and then like bonus points, for example, if you do the bullish retest before you get there, are you going to think that this is the long? No, it's going to be here. Okay? But you didn't miss shit, my guy. Yeah, and that's only if you're above here, by the way. Like, if this comes back and does this, well then, so, you know, you lost it and you fafinked out, so you should be, I mean, you got to hold that. And it's going to be off of candle closes. There's going to be, you know, young lion cubs that will like put blind limits in, or retail traders that don't watch the stream, and it's gonna go a bank. And this sort of like failed auction goes too low, or maybe it cleans, like it's gonna get nasty on folks. Yeah, it's gonna be quick and it's gonna be juicy, and you're just gonna have to, you know, look at the open interest and the CVD, do your best. Biffum, let me know if there's anything I can do to juice you up. Where is JV's goofy ass? JV, you have now made a higher high. Okay? Do you need any other help? Or you good, JV? If you get stopped out again, we can take a look, okay? But this is just a matter of reading open interest. Yes? So, for example, this, what does that mean? What does that mean? Can you tell that like shorts opened? Can you tell that shorts opened and then this was the squeeze? But anyways, and like it is what it is, you know what I mean? It's structure, ain't it? If it is a swing fail, it won't lose the what? All right, so golden pocket, stop loss. You have now made a higher high, okay? Could it do this and stop you out again? Sure, but the objective isn't to be in every single trade. It's to manage risk. Your job is to manage risk. You need to put yourself in a situation where you cannot lose now, JV, and just, you're done. It was also bull div also on 5 minutes, sure. Yeah, but, you know, it's just, you know, this is how you would do it. All right. And you just need to understand that you need to get above here and you need to stay above here. And remember, this meant nothing. Okay. Last but not least, pull the fib from here. Watch this level. If it does this, pull the fib from here, your 1.25 is the last place, okay? And then regardless of how low it goes, remember, you have to get back above value area low. That is the last one that you would chase. That's it. So JV, you should be all set for the rest of the evening. There's no other ones to chase beyond this. I think this is more like a Monday thing. I don't think you would do that on a Friday. Yeah, and you know, just be aware of this guy. So
Platoon shape, motherfucker. The math is the math.
That's always possible, and like I said, watch that 1.25 and make sure you have this. And that's it. Those are basically for the rest of the night. You're good to go. Alrighty. And then S&P is coming back in 23 minutes. Let's go back on 5 minutes. Blitz, Mark, Ninja. JV says, thank you for being super patient with me. It's all good, big dog. Yeah, I really hope one of these you can get away with, JV. I really hope you can get away with, you know, one of these and you can juice. Are there any other altcoins that you're trying to chase beyond Sol, JV? ETH is also another good one. XRP is going to be really interesting if we get into that box. Alrighty. Ghost S&P says it was a down move. I mean, make sure that you have the math. So here's the smaller time frame math. So from here to here, right? So this is the first one that you're going to watch. Does it hold? So that's going to be sort of like your first question mark. The second one that you need to do is volume. So wouldn't it be fair to kind of say like this is potentially the range? And so this is the point you cross. Anything that cuts in between you don't include. So it's going to be that one right there. Looks okay to me. That's normal. So, and then, you know, if you wanted to, sprinkle in a little bit of ta-ta, ta-ta. Go like this. Oh, look at that. So, realistically, JV, you just need to get above, right? I mean, I think that's common sense, but this is on the 5 minute, okay? You really need to get above that. And I'm sure that it will penetrate through that, and it is probably going to come back and it'll do a bullish retest, I'm sure. Watch for this to come and, you know, maybe retest value again. So all of those are the things that you would kind of be thinking about. All right, I think you're good. That's pretty much all I got for you, JV, and on SOL. Anybody that's interested in SOL on the smaller time frame, you see it, I see it. And I think, you know, do your best, JV, and then most likely you're probably going to get round tripped on any attempt that you try to take today or tomorrow. Maybe you get lucky and you don't get stopped out, but also start thinking about Monday and Tuesday too. Subsy, hey, thank you, Biffum. Shout out Biffum.